real needle match. It's grey a little bit. I've got a feeling in my mind I was getting that wrong, and so I have. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's grey a little bit. Sackcloth and ashes done. Thank you for putting me right. I'm race rusty, but these two aren't race rusty. Look at this. Off to Brabham Straight they come then to complete lap number 11 with just under 10 minutes to go, and Paul Moody pulls to the side of Chris Bray here along Brabham Straight. That means he loses the toe, of course, but he does monster Chris Bray, who is wonderfully, delightfully, brilliantly unflappable. Druid's hairpin, lap 12. Chris Bray, champion the year before last, with Paul Moody, who's never quite been champion. Certainly drives like a champion, and a delightful young man from Scotland, almost made it into the British Touring Car Championship. He's that good, but not quite. Doug Cole, 1.3 seconds ahead of Paul Streather. So Paul has taken almost half a second in the last 3 laps. Paul Streather, the current champion, has taken almost half a second out of Doug Cole. Here they come, look along Brabham Straight. Cole in the blue and white car, and Paul Streather in the black and green car. Yellow flags being waved wide. Let's get the binoculars. There's a car stationary on Halewood Hill, isn't there? Is there? Yes, there is. And it is.
Oh no, that one. The LED.
I'm afraid. I think it might be David Williams, but I'm not certain. Leaders at Surtees then climbing up. Wonderful gradient changes here at Brands Hatch. And Chris Bray. Different cars, of course, totally different cars. Front wheel drive in the case of Chris Bray. Rear wheel drive. Now this could be an opportunistic moment for Paul Moody. Rear wheel drive car, of course, in the hands of yellow LE 500 driver Paul Moody. And the tyre wear is different, the handling is different, and Paul Moody says it's a bit like driving on the edge of a razor blade. When it goes, it really goes. Almost like driving on ice, so it's a very tricky car to drive right up the limit. Now then, there's been a change in the lappering. Well, not so much a change, but a closing of gaps. Look how close Paul Streather is now to Doug Cole. Look, and he hasn't looked down the inside. Is he going to make it fit? Oh my word. Paul Streather on the inside, I think he's going to make it. He's got the better line, hasn't he? Off the Brabham Straight. Oh my word, they're side by side. And you might know that Doug Cole is getting no quarter at all at snap. Paul Streather is through. Oh my word. We thought this young man was an amazing talent last year, because believe it or not, he made his way onto the circuit only last year. And in his first year, he won this championship, the most coveted in the MG Car Club. And look, there he is in 3rd place, having got past the vastly experienced Doug Cole. He won't be satisfied with that. Why? Because he can see the yellow LE 500 on Paul Moody ahead of him, that's why. And there's still loads of time to go. Paul Streather, you won't be surprised to know, has set the best lap of the race, 54.288. 54.288. That's not far short of Chris Bray's pole position time, with race fuel on board. Meanwhile, Anna Kilmet, the start of lap number 16. Paul Moody having another go at trying to get past Chris Bray. Paul, of course, has looked ahead and can see the lap cars ahead, and he might just be able to pull a Scottish bit of opportunistic driving in a minute. But of course, Paul Moody will be watching his mirrors. He will be being signalled, look out, as they say in the pantomime. He's behind you, and Paul Streather is not that far behind Moody now. The young Scotsman is going to be under pressure from young Paul Streather. Traffic ahead as they charge past the boot flags onto Brabham Straight to complete lap Streather, the defending champion.